shoulder internal rotation eccentrics. So all we're going to do is get down into a seated position, similar to how you would do your shoulder internal rotation, parallels and rails, or positional isometrics if you had those. It's going to get into this position. We're going to start up here with weight and slowly come down. But it's super important as we do this, all we're doing is rotating our arm in the shoulder. So once again, if I go down to here, that's about as far as I can go. I can push down to about there in the stretch. But if I let my shoulder come up, I can come all the way down here. And that's effectively letting my shoulder blade, my scapula come up. So what we're doing as we do this motion is we're going to actively hold that shoulder blade down, the shoulder joint itself. We're just going to rotate the arm down as far as we can. So to give you an example, we've got a kettlebell here, obviously you can use dumbbells. There's also a cable version, which I'll edit onto the end of this video as well. So we're going to start up into almost a vertical position, get that shoulder locked down using your scap, activate, and then just slowly controlled, slow and controlled, slow and controlled. It should take probably anywhere between 5 to 8 seconds per rep, and we are down. Now once again, I could let my shoulder come up, but that's not what we're doing. We're just rotating the shoulder. Now the reason I'm seated here, on this step instead of on the floor, is if I sit on the floor and I've got a kettlebell, then the kettlebell may very well hit the floor. So I'm just sitting on this raised section here so that as I come down, the kettlebell's got some space. You can obviously do this on any kind of bench as well. If you've got really small range of motion, you could probably do it on the floor. If you're using a dumbbell, you can do it on the floor as well, because obviously you don't have to worry about that kettlebell. So go a little bit heavier. Once again, get that scap locked down up here, contract, nice and slow. There we go, one more rep. Now I'm actually going to get to my working set, so you can continue to watch if you want. It's only the second time I've been doing this in this program. I've only did that weight last time. I've gone up a weight. We'll see how we go. Yeah, here we go. Lock that down, control it. And that's the end of my range. Come up, I'm using my hand to help it up, the other hand, because I want to conserve all the energy in that tissue for the eccentric portion, because it's hard and that's the point of this exercise. I'll just quickly say, if you happen to be hypermobile, then you're going to go all the way to the end of your passive range. I want you to measure where the end of your active range is and then go about 10 or 15 degrees past that, and that's as far as I want you to go. So you can really simply do that. Say, as an example, it's my active range, there's my passive range. So it would be about there. So I would set up in this position, because then I'd know as soon as that hits the floor or touches the floor or gets close to it, that's the end of that rep. So just set up in the right position, then you won't be able to go too far because you'll have something in the way. Anyway, finish my set. Six. And that last rep, as you can see, couldn't quite control it all the way down. That is failure. Whew. Enjoy.